here we are, a little Soma strength. And of course, it's all about support. Very important to know where our support is in our relationship to it when we are adding weight to the body. Because when we are in that nice balanced relationship with gravity and with space, we're going to be really organized along our midline. And when we add weights to that, we are helping to disperse this extra resistance through the whole body, which is really healthful and what we want to do. So we're just going to start right at the edge of your chair, and let's just start with some nice simple bicep curls. So most of our, strength training, it isn't fancy choreography. It's really some nice basic things. What matters is how we are approaching it. So can you find the support from your chair? Nice little push through those sits bones, or you could think tail, so that there is a reach through the crown of the head. We're going to do 6 more of these. When we have that push from the sits bones, from the tail, our shoulders, our arms, and our hands can just move with easefulness. Doesn't mean it's necessarily easy. Last one. Now we're going to bring those weights up and we're going to reach overhead. So definitely need to feel how when the arms reach up, that's more gravity moving through us. Can you feel your sits bones? They actually might feel like they get a little heavier in the chair rather than pulling ourselves out of it. They get heavier. We're going to keep going with these. Let's go for 8. Yield, push, reach, and pull. We've got 4 more. Feel those sits bones get a little heavier every time those arms go overhead. Last one. Bring those arms down. Whoa! Okay, let's move to one arm at a time. And we're going to do a little external rotation. Now, typically when we do this, we really focus on the shoulder, the rotator cuff. But I want you to actually initiate this from your hand. And the hand is going to move the weight out, and the rest of the arm can follow and return. So the hand, it's like you were, handing something to someone, and return. So you have this awareness of your fingers. And we have an awareness of our support. Sits bones in the chair. Now, as we're taking this weight over there, how about the opposite sits bone? We want to make sure that it keeps its roots, does not get pulled out of the chair. Now, the rest of us is in relationship with space. Can we feel open, expansive? So not like we're into panes of glass. Even though this arm seems to be moving, out to the side and back, but we're really responding to this by expanding in space. That's some serious support. And let's do 2 more. Honestly, I don't know how many we did. So it's perfectly fine if we do 2 more of one on one side than the other. So we're going to go to the other side. And as you're moving out, you can feel now that opposite sits bone or hip is rooting down. And as that arm is moving, we are finding that expansion. Omnidirectional is the fancy word. The hand is taking the arm. The hand is taking the arm. How about we do 4 more? Hand takes the arm. Feel like I want to do that in Farmer in the Dell. The farmer in the dell, the hand takes the arm. 1 more. and return. Beautiful. Okay, now let's use our legs as that support. So we're gonna do a little sit to stand here. So we're gonna bring the arms down. These could be our heavy grocery bags. So the hands are going to bring the weights up. That seems like makes common sense, right? But when we do the movement, we're gonna do a row, we tend to focus on the back muscles. Great, but we are going to just have a little bit of a different focus. So the hands are going to pull the weights up, and then there's a response through the arm, through the elbow, through the shoulder. Now what we're going to add to this is a little sit to stand. So we're going to stand, row, sit, back down. Shifting into the support of the ground from the chair. And back. Can you feel that transition? And can we allow our muscles to be soft and easeful? Are we supporting them with the rest of our body? With our relationship to gravity and space? Nice open feet. Let's do 4 more of these. Transition from the sits bones on the chair to the feet on the ground. How's that relationship? Is it agreeable? I hope so. Oh, so it's easeful. We got 1 more to go. And have a seat back down. Oh, beautiful. So you can always run through that again or call it a day. So a little Soma strength with the focus on support.